y'all are complaining for the sake of complaining. If there was one thing that really pissed me off, it was what Isiah Thomas had to say about LeBron. I'm pretty sure many of you all already aware of it, but I have to knock this out. So LeBron does what he normally does, which is come to the arena early to shoot around. And this is what was taken out of that.
Second part of our doubleheader tonight, LeBron James going to play the game like this. Shirts and skins is what they're doing tonight.
I just totally 100% object to this. And if I was the GM or coach,
me too.
I would never let one of my players walk out on the floor looking like this. I mean, we are a professional NBA league. We ain't summer league. We ain't, you know, at the YMCA.
Listen, I think coaches got to go back to suits.
Absolutely.
I just mean.
Absolutely. You know, I just think.
College and pro.
I just think the professionalism in our NBA league has diminished so much. And I look, I like LeBron. I'm a fan of his, so forth and so on. But to walk out on the floor before a game with no shirt on and shoot, I mean, come on, man. Where we at? What we doing? Where we at? Now, if you want to, Adam Silver, if you want to find somebody, find that. Put a fine on that.
That was such a, that take was so egregious. I thought it was a troll. That's how bad that take was. I genuinely thought that was a troll. I didn't think that it was serious. I thought that was a troll. There is no way that you see a man at age 40, year 22, come to the arena early to the shoot around 4 hours early to continue to allow himself to play at a high level. And the thing that you discuss isn't the professionalism that comes along with that, isn't the passion, the dedication, the love, the drive for the game that came along with those type of decisions. Sidebar, LeBron has been doing this for years now. This isn't anything new. I'm so floored that he said that. But the thing that you want to come out away with that is, the professionalism, how unprofessional it is for someone to come without a shirt on as he's doing shoot-arounds in an empty gym. Bro, this gym is empty. This is an empty gym. There's nobody there. No one. Sidebar. And I this is not me attacking anyone on that platform. This is something that I have always said. I don't understand why people are quick to say you need to put a suit on for a history lesson. The reason why David Stern put in and enforced that rule is because he was trying to appeal to white people that were already quick to label black people thugs in the NBA. That's all. That's all that was. As a life lesson, don't ever allow yourself to get caught up on what someone is wearing rather than the character of who they actually are. Because the truth of the matter is, people are going to always take advantage of the fact that people think that way and they'll wear a suit in an attempt to deceive you. But the whole concept of a dress code in the NBA was to appeal to white people that never gave a fuck about black people in the first place. So they told people to put on a monkey suit, and they thought that somehow that was okay. That's fine if you put a monkey suit on. That's going to change everything. As if like people weren't still bringing guns and firearms in the locker room. As if like they still weren't fighting. As if like they didn't jump into the fucking arena. Which then brings me to the bigger point here. Bro, y'all are complaining for the sake of complaining. Because that's not even a real complaint to give. The fuck are we talking about right now? This is shit that we talking about. To even dare question anyone's professionalism in this sport, LeBron would be at the fucking bottom of the list. Next to Tim Duncan, Kareem, and Bill Russell. The amount of coverage that man has gotten, the amount of scrutiny, the amount of eyes that has been on that man since he's been a teenager. And this is the shit that y'all decide to complain about. You're looking to complain about something at this point. But it's not enough just to complain. And I've said this several times. It's not just the criticism. It's the criticism married with this comparison to where we were at one point in time. Because somehow the professionalism in today's game has gotten down so low. From where? From where, my nigga? Where? Where is it going down from? When you niggas was doing coke? When Magic Johnson was fucking everybody in LA? And then did interviews talking about, I just love me some threesomes. When Michael Jordan was gambling so much that the FBI got involved? When a nigga was throwing a man out of a bar? When Wilt was spitting on people in the elevator? All right, matter of fact, I'll do you one better. I do you one better. I do you one better. Isiah Thomas, Google search, I do you one better. I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. Where is the...
Would it be under personal life?
I don't really know. Because the shit he did is so fucking ridiculous. Education, personal life?
Legal and accolades.
Legacy.
Legacy and accolades. My bad. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Holy shit.
It's not even here. Oh no, post-playing career. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, he's not here. Don't worry, because I know it. Sexual harassment. Oh, you were trying to rewrite the history too? You went to trial for this? Whoa, what's going on? Isiah Thomas sued for sexual harassment while a Knicks exec? Saying it didn't happen, huh? Wasn't you this guy? And as a sidebar, anyone who says that, oh, well, he wasn't found not guilty, the relationship that he had with these people, this woman, completely unprofessional. Even if you want to believe that it was harassment or not, the relationship alone was completely unprofessional. Oh, here we go. Thank you. No, I got it. Thank you. Completely unprofessional. In 2007, a jury found Isiah Thomas liable for sexual harassing a former New York Knicks exec. I don't want to mispronounce her name, but Miss Sanders. While he was the team's coach, the jury also ruled that Madison Square Garden, the team's owner, had improperly fired Ms. Brown for complaining about the harassment. While Thomas has denied the wrongdoing, the jury's verdict was significant. And I've researched that several times. You can certainly argue everything isn't clear cut, that you're innocent until proven guilty, and that's fine. But what is not denied was the unprofessional relationship that he had with this woman. Very professional.
Yeah, he wasn't found personally liable, but he was found liable for encouraging the environment.
Yes. So, again, you're saying that the professionalism is dropping. From where? From where? Because someone showing up early to a game to do shoot around without a shirt on, nigga, that is a pleasant discovery in contrast to the shit that y'all was doing back in the day. Let's not forget about the things in which you said about Magic Johnson in the attempt to pack him the fuck up out of the league. Let's also professionalism. That's another thing we got to talk about. Professionalism. Weren't you the same guy that after you lost to Michael Jordan that you was quick to run off the floor, scurry off the floor? Aren't you the sore loser? Professionalism. The same league where y'all were, again, doing drugs all throughout the early stages of your career and before. Professionalism. Like when Karl Malone had sex with a minor and got her pregnant and then decided to become a deadbeat dad. Professionalism. When you all decide, when you were on the floor with Michael Jordan and instead of allowing y'all to play games, you just iced him out. Professionalism. When Scottie Pippen quit on his team in the middle of the game. Professionalism. When Shaq said, I got hurt on company time, so I'm going to rehab on company time. Professionalism. When you sat here and you had a man on your team by the name of Dennis Rodman, who was everything but professional. Professionalism, right? All that professionalism that occurred throughout your time in the NBA. So where is it falling from? Because the truth of the matter is, regardless of whatever the fuck they want to say, the league has displayed more professionalism in the last 15 years than it ever has in NBA history. And anybody who's going to dare refute that to me, respectfully, shut the fuck up. Because y'all do this thing where y'all take one person who was professional back in the day and then act like that's a representation of everything that was happening in that era of basketball. Bill Russell was a professional. Wilt Chamberlain wasn't. A lot of those white players in the 60s and 70s, they weren't. Were they professional back in the 60s and 70s when they were completely disregarding black people to be on the team? Is that professional? When there were unwritten rules that would allow certain race of players to play on the team, was it professional when y'all were scouting foreign players and were disregarding them, calling them soft, without actually doing the due diligence? Was that professional of you all to do that? Professionalism. Professionalism. Yes, it was professionalism when Isiah Thomas, when he walked over to his coach and choked him the fuck out. That was also professionalism. Don't ever forget that, chat. It was professionalism when Latrell Sprewell did the same thing. Oh my God. How dare you do this? I want people to understand the history of the sport. Yeah, this is what he did. Oh my gosh. See, you can't have it both ways. The reason why NBA players earn as much money as they do now is because they've act professional. The reason why networks and entities are pouring money into the league in ways in which we've never seen is because of the extensive history of professionalism at this point. Because networks, sponsors, they were real hesitant to pour money into a league in the early 2000s, throughout the 90s, and especially in the 80s and 70s. Oh, without a doubt. But I don't want to hear professionalism. Meanwhile, Ja Morant, the things in which Ja is doing is peanuts. Peanuts to what was happening way before. Peanuts. Not even close. There's a difference between playing with a handgun in your car versus I'm going to bring a handgun to the arena. Oh. No. No. Two different things. Two different things there.
Come pick one.
And the fact that in the last 15 years, from 2010 up until now, that the only three things that y'all might be able to point to a level of professionalism dwindling in the NBA is Ja, MPJ, is it MPJ's brother or cousin, whatever it is? The dude that was gambling on himself? Yeah,
Jonte Porter.
Jonte Porter. The fact that those might just be the only two things. Now let me say this about Zion. Let me say Zion and Ants. Zion and Ants. The Jackson Hayes thing as well, yes. Miles Bridges, yeah. Zion and Ants. If what Zion and Ant is, if that's what we're gonna lower the bar to professionalism, trust me when I say. What they did, peanuts to what they used to do back in the day. Professional athletes in the NBA fucking around with women, spending God knows how much money, and then getting them impregnated and not wanting to do anything with the child. Oh, completely unprofessional. Ant has one. Some of your favorite players back in the 80s and 90s have about 6 of them. Some of which by minors. Peanuts. It's not the same. Oh, Ant got 3? Oh, he getting close. He getting close to that 6. He getting close to 6 now. He getting close to 6.
Yeah, Ant is up there, unfortunately.
Do y'all? It's an NBA player who has like 12 children.
Huh?
Yes.
I thought that was the NFL player. Tyreek Hill or something.
Sean Kemp?
Yeah, I think it's Kemp. Kemp has like a ridiculous amount.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, is it all with one person or is it like a bunch of different people?
What do you think? What do you
Yeah.
think? He said all with one person. Calvin Murphy, 14 children with 9 women.
Damn, they have a ranking for this?
Jason Caffey, 10 children with 8 women.
8?
Willie Anderson, 9 children with 7 women. Julius Irving, 8 children with 3 different women. Sean Kemp, 7 children with 6 women. Kenny Anderson, 7 children with 5 women.
How was there a list?
And getting close, though. He getting close. Scottie Pippen, 7 children with 4 women. Oh, my God, no, Scottie. This shouldn't be women. It needs to be 2 women and a child. It needs to be 7 children, 2 women, and a minor. That's what that needs to say.
What is this picture?
I don't know. This is a crazy picture. Like he has aura. Bro, get the fuck out of the picture.
Nah, that's crazy.
6 children, 1 woman. All right, Sean Bradley.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
not
Bradley.
it.
Danny Ainge, one woman. All right. Responsible. 6 children, 4 women. Damn. 6 children, 4 women. Oh, okay. 6 women. Two women may not be that bad. That's not. If you divorce, you got another one. All right.
Another one.
Now we know this nigga's not professional. If there's one nigga we learn who not professional, not the nigga who taking 2 brushes and anally penetrating himself. Not this nigga.
All right, man. Okay.
Yeah, not the dude going on WNBA players podcast talking about, you should dunk it in those booty shorts. That would be fire.
Yeah, not the creep sick fuck talking to Angel Reese like, I love it if you wore booty shorts and you dunked all on other women. All right, I gotta go. Raquel told me I gotta go. All right. At the end of the day, I want to say this.
Wow, but KB's here now.
This is
Wait, what's it got to do with me?
this is so ridiculous about
I wanted to do the list, but you weren't here.
yeah. This is so ridiculous.
Why don't you just text me? Tyler?
Oh, I we didn't know, but I have to go to myself. This is so ridiculous that anybody's ever dare questioning or complaining about this. That again, I thought it was fake, but the fact that it's not fake is crazy. The fact that it's not fake is absurd. And out of all people who could have been talking on that desk, no. Be very mindful that another person, and the sad part about it is I love Isiah Thomas and I love Jalen Rose. I've learned so much from those 2 men. Jalen Rose being on that desk, nodding his head, not the nigga that was taking money in college with Fab. Okay. Not too much on Jalen. Not too much. All right, chat. We'll see y'all later, man. We'll see y'all later. Nigga said that's normal. But it's not professional. That the problem though is what I'm saying is NBA players not being professional is that it. You're right. That is normal. Hey, everything I'm just telling y'all niggas, that's normal. That's normal. Okay, all right, Denver. All right, we're gonna pack it up. All right.
Wait, what happened?
Denver said 0 children, 4 women. All right, Denver. All right.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy ratio.